Hey guys, it's Sade, your favorite Blentrepreneur, and here on this series we will be talking about my personal journey through entrepreneurship and discussing all the tips, tricks, and hacks that I've learned when it comes to starting your own business. So in this episode, we're going to talk a little bit about products and services and starting your business plan. So when it comes to products and services, that tends to determine whether you're a B2B company or a B2C, which is business to business or business to consumer. So you can get multiple streams of revenue from having different products and services, and I was just told that, you can have a product, and once you have a product, it's great, but when it comes to thinking of other streams of revenue that you can create from that product, you also start to get into services and more service-based products, if you will, that your company will then do. That just allows you to build more streams of revenue. Currently, I would say with one of the projects that we're working on right now, we have up to 3 different streams of revenue coming from the same product. And so I'll give you an example. So with the Blacklist, right, that we have out, musicians, podcasters, and filmmakers are able to stream or list catalog their work on the site. So one of our streams of revenue, or our initial stream of revenue there, is the subscription platform itself, right? So it's a subscription-based platform that people subscribe to for a certain amount of money a month. Then on top of that, you have advertising, right? So essentially it's a website. You can advertise. So since there's extra space, we allow for artists to purchase prominent placement, which is essentially advertising or pushing their brand up to the top of the totem pole so that more people see it quicker when they first visit our site. Finally, we also do product placement. So we create our own digital series. And with those digital series, we allow brand managers to actually place their products in our series or purchase bumpers or billboards that shouts out their brand essentially to our audience as well. So there you have 3 different streams of revenue coming from the same product. So that's just a little, example of how you can monetize the things that you're doing in a variety of different areas that then become service-based after you have an initial product. Also, when it comes to learning and growing as an entrepreneur, you'll notice that a lot of people who start businesses tend to end up having their own books, or they do their own master classes and things of that nature. And one thing that I was also given advice on is that people want to know what you're up to. So once you start doing things, there are other people, right, who want to start their own businesses and who want to do their own things. And so they look to people who they see, this person has actually launched a successful business. Maybe they can help me on my journey or on my path, or I can learn some of the things that they've done. So that's also where you get into services, right, is education and finding ways that you can educate people or impart knowledge on those who are seeking that knowledge from you based off of the things that you've gone through, your personal experiences or business experiences, and how that translates into the real world, which can really help a lot of different people. So finally, I would also say you want to be real about your product. And obviously you would think that, all businesses are very honest and open about the products that they sell and the things that they do. But sometimes businesses can have a little bit of convoluted advertising, and you don't really know if the product that you're getting, you're like, okay, I know it's gonna work, or I'm not quite sure. So 2 things that I would say. One, you want to make sure that you're being honest about what product you have and how it's actually benefiting people. So you don't want to sell dreams, if you will. If you're not sure that your product actually will do something or is effective in a certain type of way, then you really want to stay away from advertising or marketing it as such, so that you know that your audience knows, I'll say, that they can trust you and the things that you're doing and the products that you are selling. So the business plan. That is probably one of the biggest things that people are super scared about when it comes to starting your own business. And I know I was. It seems like a really, really, really big task. And it can be very intimidating at first. But a couple of things that I learned about the business plan. First of all, why it's important. You need to strategize. If you have no strategy for your company, you don't know where you're going. And you then can't tell your team where they're going. So you want to make sure that you do have a business plan or a business model canvas that allows you to actually execute what it is you would like to do, because it lays out step by step, okay, this is where the company is, these are the company's goals, this is where we would like to go. It allows you to then build an action plan on how you can achieve those things. So the biggest thing that people have, or misconception that people have about business plans, is that you have to write a 100-page business plan in order for your business to be successful, for you to take it to investors, for you to do grants and apply for grants. That is absolutely not true. You do not have to have this thick booklet of a business plan. However, you do have to make sure that you have at least, at the very minimum, a business model canvas and a pitch deck. And so you can do a pitch deck a couple of different ways. Right now, everything going remote, it's actually really beneficial if you sit down and you grab a camera and you do a video pitch deck. That allows not only for the investors to actually hear your voice and to see everything as you tell the story or show them the products and things that you're pitching to them, but it also gives them a little bit more of a perspective on who you are as a person. And it allows them to see your personality. So hopefully you definitely let your personality shine through. But so with the business plan, I want to say mine is around like 40 pages, give or take, which is average. You know, they do tend to be a little long, but you don't have to feel as though you have to have every single little detail ironed out at the start. And that tends to keep people from starting, right? And you don't want that to get in the way when it comes to you creating a business plan or actually going off and starting your own business. That the intimidation of some of the tasks that you think you might have to take on is a little bit too overwhelming. So the biggest tip I would say is take it step by step. You can break down your business plan into sections so that you are going step by step for yourself. You don't feel like you're overdoing it or overwhelming it. And a lot of the pieces of business plans take research. You want to research the market that you're in. You want to research your competitors. And all of those different things actually go into how you think about how your business is going to be structured, what types of things you're going to be doing in your business, and how it can effectively be executed. So my next biggest tip is to find a template, and find a template that works for you. So all templates are not created equally. I will put a link in the description box for where I found my template when I first did my business plan, and a couple of different templates that I've used over, I guess, the years of me changing and editing it. But so you want to make sure that you find a template or find something that can at least tell you the structure of, right, your general basic business plan, and then that will allow you to go section by section and fill it out as you move along. And finally, how do you finish? Your business plan is honestly never finished. Your company is always going to change. The world's always going to change. The way that you attack different things and try to create different strategies, right? For the success of your business, ultimately, you're constantly going to be changing. And so your business plan is going to constantly get updated as well as your business moves along and as the world moves along. So don't be worried about, things changing and your business plan never really being done. Once you start it and you get to the last section and the last page, you're already there. And so just allow that to continue to transform with you and transform with your business as you move through the business world. All right, guys, so that is what I had for you today. Just a few tips on creating and starting your business plan and how you can utilize services and products to create multiple streams of revenue. So make sure that you check out Udemy and Scribd, my two favorite things, where I can get books and different information, different classes and lessons and certifications on anything that you would be interested in learning about or reading about. So I will drop those links in the description box below. And thank you so much for tuning in today. So if you found something valuable, definitely like this video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the Lotus community and make sure you have your notifications on so the next time we drop an episode, you're right there watching.